It was the fall of 1995. The world still ran on landlines, cassette tapes, and the sweet screech of a dial-up modem. In our quiet cul-de-sac in Maplewood, Ohio, nothing much happened until the pager showed up. I was 16. Name's Alex. My parents thought pagers were for doctors and drug dealers, but I saved up lawn mowing money and bought a cheap Motorola Bravo from Radio Shack. It was black, brick-sized, and felt like the future clipped to my belt. The first few days were normal, friends paging 143 for I love you, or 911 when someone needed a ride. Then, one night around 11:30, it buzzed. The tiny green screen lit up. 07734. I stared at it. 0-7-7-3-4. Upside down, like we used to do for secret messages. It spelled, hello. I laughed it off. Probably some idiot from school messing around. I didn't reply. I didn't even know the number. But it kept coming. The next night, 5,318,008. Upside down, boobies. Classic prank. I ignored it. Then the next, 7,730 followed by 58,008. Hello, BOOBS. It was getting weirder. By the fourth night, there were no more jokes. Just 187-14-37. 187. That one I knew from rap songs and cop shows. Murder. And one for -3-7. Upside down. Elite or something else. My stomach twisted. Who was sending these? There was no caller ID on pager's back. Then just the number and the code. I tried calling the number back from our kitchen phone. Always a busy signal. Every single time. On Friday after school, I biked to the library, the actual brick and mortar kind. I flipped through phone books and old newspapers, but found nothing on that number. But then, in the microfiche section, buried in a 1993 article, I found it. Local arcade owner vanishes after mall fire. The guy's name was Victor Hale. He ran Pixel Palace at the old Eastgate Mall. He was obsessed with early video games, modems, and tech. He just disappeared one night. No body was ever found. The cops called it a runaway, but the rumor said he owed money or worse. The article had a photo. It was grainy, but the guy looked familiar, like a shadow that sometimes glitched in my dreams. That night, the pager went off 5 times. First, for 1107734. Information, hello. Then 99,187. Good night, murder. Then 3 in a row, 53180080773 for 187. Boobies, hello, murder. It felt personal now. Was he taunting me? I couldn't sleep. Every buzz made my heart slam against my ribs. Saturday, I decided to fight back. I paged the number 911-07734. Emergency.hello. There was no response for hours. Then, at midnight, a single code appeared. 900,913. Upside down, it was 316,006. That didn't make any sense. I turned the pager sideways, looked at it in a mirror, but nothing worked. I remembered Victor Hale loved old bulletin board systems. Maybe it was a date. 9/13. The year he vanished was 93. September 13th, 1993. The night of the mall fire. The pager buzzed again. For 119-00913, information, on September 13th then, 0773 for 531800887. Hello, boobies, murder. It clicked. The taunts weren't random, they were breadcrumbs. Victor Hale didn't run away, he was killed. Someone covered it up, and now, he, or something, was back. Using the only tech he knew, pagers, I had to go to the source. The abandoned Eastgate Mall. It had been closed since '94, boarded up, but kids said the arcade basement still had power somehow. I snuck in through a busted loading dock, using a flashlight from my backpack. The mall was a tomb. Escalators were frozen, fountains were dry, and mannequins stared with blank eyes. I went down to the lower level. The Pixel Palace sign was half hanging, with letters missing. The door was ajar. Inside, old machines were covered in dust. Centipede, Street Fighter 2, and in the corner, a single computer monitor was flickering with green text. Welcome back, Alex. How did it know my name? The pager buzzed one last time. 143,187. I love you, murder. Then I heard footsteps, real ones echoing in the arcade. A figure stepped from the shadows, tall in a trench coat with a hidden face. But the eyes, they glowed like old phosphor. Victor Hale, or what was left of him. He spoke and his voice crackled like static. You decoded it. Good. Now finish the game. He lunged. I ran, knocking over joysticks, weaving through rows of machines as reality itself seemed to glitch around us. I made it to the exit, slammed the door, and chained it shut with my bike lock. I heard sirens in the distance. I'd called 911 from a payphone earlier, giving an anonymous tip about a break-in. But as I biked away, my heart pounding, the pager buzzed one final time. I looked down. It just said 99. Good night. It never buzzed again. To this day, I keep that old pager in a drawer, unplugged, dead battery. But sometimes, late at night, I swear I can still hear it beep. Thanks for watching.